views. Guys, I mean, we're reaching heights that, a lot of channels that's way bigger than mine have not. For us to be over 80 million views, I feel like that is crazy in itself. It's million subscriber channels that don't even have that many views. But it just shows the connection we have here on the channel with the content, shows the connection we have, with me. And without you guys, there is no me. So I just want to take the time to thank you guys.
Caitlin Clark recently sparked controversy after attending an Indianapolis Colts game and refusing to wear their team jersey, despite living and working in Indiana. The moment quickly spread across social media, dividing fans and local supporters. As the WNBA finals unfold, questions continue about how certain teams secured postseason spots, particularly regarding the Las Vegas situation, which has drawn scrutiny from observers. At the same time, the Phoenix Mercury's Dana Bonner trade investigation remains active, with lingering concerns about the details of her exit from Indianapolis. Despite these broader league developments, much of the off-season conversation remains focused on Clark's evolving basketball journey and the stories surrounding her.
For kind of, making me the person I am today on this platform. And I just want to keep growing and keep going. And with all that being said, we got to talk about the content that has happened. Really, the WNBA finals going on right now. I'm not really going to cover that. I care less, to be honest. I feel like the way the Vegas Aces got in there was spooky. We currently know the situation with Dana Bonner and the Phoenix Mercury. That whole investigation is probably pending. Allegedly.
When Caitlin Clark attended the Indianapolis Colts game, her appearance quickly took over social media discussions. Numerous photos and videos circulated showing her at the stadium, but what drew the most attention wasn't her attendance. It was what she chose not to wear. One photo in particular showed Clark holding, yet noticeably not wearing, a Colts jersey, sparking criticism from some Indiana fans. The backlash seems misplaced, considering that while she works in Indiana, she has never hidden her lifelong loyalty to the Kansas City Chiefs, openly sharing that she's been a devoted fan since childhood.
Investigation is probably pending, allegedly, with the trade and how she got out of Indy. It was all a conspiracy, which, that's neither here or there. My main thing on this offseason is covering Caitlin Clark, going back to the roots, going back to how we got here. That's covering Caitlin and supporting her throughout her basketball journey. And that's what I will continue to do during this offseason. And, if some other headlines come in regards to WNBA stuff, I'll try to cover it. I know we got the CBA going.
With the CBA discussions ongoing, it's important to note that Indiana represents Caitlin Clark's workplace, not necessarily her sports loyalty. Since her home state of Iowa doesn't have an NFL team, residents often choose whichever franchise they connect with most. It's no different from fans elsewhere supporting out-of-state teams, even when their local one is successful. The photo of Clark holding the Colts jersey drew mixed reactions online, though many pointed out her lifelong devotion to the Kansas City Chiefs, a fandom she's proudly maintained since childhood.
Try to cover it. I know we got the CBA going on. We still on Kathy ass bad. And we just gotta wait to see what the outcome gonna be with Kathy, man. But like I say, man, thank you guys again. But we gotta jump into this story. So, like I stated, Caitlin Clark went to the Indianapolis Colts game. Broke the damn internet. I mean, everybody's talking about it. A bunch of footage came out in regards to Caitlin going to this game, and it looked like a lot of fans.
Another reaction questioned the inconsistency of those who claimed Clark's jersey choice shouldn't matter while simultaneously expecting other athletes to wear specific team gear or display certain symbols. Interestingly, one of the players brought up in these comparisons, Angel Reese, has seen her relevance in the league drop sharply. Much of that decline appears self-inflicted, stemming from off-court controversies and personal decisions. Some fans, however, appreciated that Clark even agreed to hold the Colts jersey, noting it as a respectful gesture despite her well-known loyalty to the Kansas City Chiefs. In the viral photo, Clark is seen holding the jersey with a polite smile, but clearly choosing not to put it on.
And it looked like a lot of fans feel a type of way, which I don't get it. She made it public. you know what I'm saying, that she's a Kansas City Chiefs fan, which is, Kansas City Chiefs is in my home state here in Missouri. And she got every right to not wear the damn jersey. So this is the photo right here that had certain fans in Indiana kind of pissed off. And like I'm telling y'all here,
that Colts jersey will likely end up as a memorable keepsake, perhaps framed and displayed in a sports collection someday. Clark's decision not to wear it shouldn't be viewed as disrespect toward the Colts or their fans. They simply aren't her team. Fans shouldn't take offense at someone staying true to their long-held sports loyalties. Clark attended the game with Connor McCaffrey, and Ari McDonald was also seen there. McDonald's presence raises an interesting point for the Fever's future, as many believe she's earned more playing time and could be Clark's primary backup.
Like I'm telling y'all here, she work in Indiana. Who you support is who you support. She's obviously not from there. Iowa don't have a football team. And it's kind of like me, supporting other stuff, other state stuff. Like, I support Colorado football. Well, at least for now, over my Mizzou Tigers, which Mizzou is way better than Colorado, but that's just who I rock with, and it's, it's the same thing for Caitlin, Kansas City Chiefs is who.
That Colts jersey will likely end up as a memorable keepsake, perhaps framed and displayed in a sports collection someday. Clark's decision not to wear it shouldn't be viewed as disrespect toward the Colts or their fans. They simply aren't her team. Fans shouldn't take offense at someone staying true to their long-held sports loyalties. Clark attended the game with Connor McCaffrey, and Ari McDonald was also seen there. McDonald's presence raises an interesting point for the Fever's future, as many believe she's earned more playing time and could be Clark's primary backup. That Colts jersey will probably become a great memorabilia piece, maybe even framed and displayed in a collection. Clark's choice not to wear it wasn't a sign of disrespect toward the Colts or their fans. They're just not her team. Fans shouldn't fault someone for staying true to their lifelong loyalties. Clark attended the game with Connor McCaffrey, while Ari McDonald was also seen in attendance. McDonald's situation is intriguing for the Fever's future, as there's a strong case she deserves more minutes and could serve as Clark's main backup next season.
Who I rock with, and it's, it's the same thing for Caitlin. Kansas City Chiefs is who she rock with, but for her to be criticized and not put on a jersey is crazy. What it says here, somebody say, nope, she's a Chiefs fan since she was a kid. Yeah, bro, it is what it is. Somebody said, I have no problem with her not wearing that jersey, but the same people who say it's no big deal wanted AR to wear a shirt with Parker's face on, I don't know why they comment about Angel. She has nothing to do with this.
Even when Clark and McCaffrey appeared on the stadium's big screen, she remained jersey-free. In some clips, someone believed to be Natasha Howard was spotted in the background. Interestingly, Clark's appearances at Colts games have often aligned with strong team performances. The Colts earned a commanding 41-6 win in this matchup, extending their impressive streak. Indianapolis now stands among the NFL's hottest teams, delivering dominant showings week after week. Meanwhile, uncertainty continues to surround several ongoing league matters.
I don't know why they comment about Angel. She has nothing to do with this. Angel has become one of the least relevant WNBA players in the whole league. I just got to be honest. I've never seen a genre tank so bad as the Angel Reese genre did. And what's crazy is that she tanked her own damn genre. It's crazy. Somebody said, lucky she'll even hold the jersey. She's a real Chief fan. She definitely is, guys. And, yeah, man, I don't get why people were mad. Somebody said, replying, Caitlin Clark, come on, bro. Yeah, I see the love.
The collective bargaining agreement negotiations are still underway, with critical deadlines fast approaching. October marks the final window for both sides to reach a deal, with key cutoff dates expected around the 25th or 30th. Whatever the outcome, it will unfold within this short period and determine whether a work stoppage takes place. The potential duration of a lockout remains uncertain. It could last only days or stretch for weeks. League officials and player representatives must finalize an agreement that fairly addresses player compensation, benefits, and overall working conditions for all athletes involved.
Dissatisfaction. The WNBA Players Union opted out of current CBA, which now expires on the 25th of October. Players are seeking a larger share of league revenue, especially with the new multi-billion-dollar rights deal, which is all fair, all absolutely fair. But the fact is, the fact that Adam Silver's speaking on it means that, shit's gonna get done. Shit's gonna get done one way or another. I don't think anyone's...
Until an agreement is reached, everyone remains in a state of anticipation. This final month should bring clarity. Some speculate that certain parties might even welcome an extended off-season to benefit alternative leagues like Unrivaled. There are also theories suggesting that delaying the WNBA season could serve strategic purposes for competing basketball ventures. Only time will reveal the true motivations and results. Meanwhile, the Nafisa Collier situation continues to draw attention, with ongoing speculation about her role in broader league dynamics.
I don't think anyone's really going to be out here thinking that this is not going to happen. I think we can all be honest here. Shit's gonna get done. Shit's gonna get done. It is going to get done. We know that. We all know that. With just the way that the NBA works. The NBA, if you guys don't understand with the NBA, I think there's actually there's all these conspiracy theories that the WNBA is basically just the WNBA.
As October moves toward its conclusion, several key factors remain in play, with major questions surrounding the WNBA's immediate future soon to be answered. Much of the focus centers on the upcoming collective bargaining agreement negotiations and recent comments from NBA Commissioner Adam Silver, whose influence carries significant weight across both leagues. Silver has publicly acknowledged that the WNBA is facing growing tensions between players and league officials. The Players Union recently chose to opt out of its current CBA, which officially expires on October 25th. Athletes are advocating for a larger share of total league revenue, especially in light of the WNBA's newly secured multi-billion-dollar media rights deal. How both sides handle these negotiations will shape the next phase of women's professional basketball.
The WNBA, there's been a lot of bad financial decisions made by the NBA. They've dumped on the WNBA, which to say it's losing money. So you can throw it somewhere to say the NBA is gaining money. That could very well be true, which is why they're not showing the numbers. But if they really don't want to show the numbers, they will give the players everything they want before showing the numbers. If they are actually worried, and also if you guys don't understand with the NBA, there is a very good chance this is the only thing.
These player demands seem both fair and reasonable given the current circumstances. Adam Silver's direct involvement signals that a resolution is likely forthcoming. When the commissioner steps in personally, it usually indicates progress toward an agreement. There's little concern about a settlement being reached, though various theories continue to circulate about the WNBA's overall financial structure.
The NBA. There is a very good chance this is the only thing I think could be a stick-up. I do think the Unrivaled thing is going to be a stick-up because we're seeing it in Europe. I'm European. EuroLeague's not going to exist in 2 years. EuroLeague is going to be NBA Europe within 2 years because they just can't afford EuroLeague. The NBA want control of world basketball. They want control of world basketball. So we're going to be seeing FIBA obviously are in control of world basketball. I don't know how long that is. Maybe the NBA want nothing to do with international play.
Some speculate that questionable accounting practices may be at play, with claims that the NBA has attributed certain expenses or losses to the WNBA to portray it as operating at a deficit while maintaining its own image of profitability. If these claims hold any truth, it could explain the league's reluctance to release detailed financial records. Should transparency become a central issue, leadership might choose to meet player demands rather than open their books to public scrutiny. Another emerging factor involves the NBA's global ambitions. Reports suggest a growing interest in expanding control over international basketball, particularly as the financially strained EuroLeague faces an uncertain future that could lead to NBA oversight.
Let's be real. The NBA don't want... There's NBA owners that literally just hate the WNBA and want it gone. A lot of them want some of their money back. but they'll get that via expansion fees. Like, if this league expands to 20 teams, no matter what, every bit of the loss that every WNBA team has taken over however many years subsidizing the league, they'll get it back by, I think they probably already got it back in expansion fees, but they will win.
Adam Silver's direct involvement in labor discussions strongly indicates that successful negotiations are likely. When he steps in personally, resolutions typically follow. One possible outcome could involve compromises on key structural issues within the league. However, a significant complication arises from unrivaled, the emerging Winter League. Many WNBA players have already made major commitments to it, including multi-year media agreements comparable to TNT-style deals. These contractual obligations can't simply be voided or ignored, creating a potential sticking point that both sides must address carefully during the ongoing bargaining process.